So chapter 8, compensation. What is compensation? Compensation means what? Payment. All right. So here we talk about payment. All right, payments and benefits. All right. So basic salary. We talk about basic salary. This is the fixed amount of money you receive, excluding additional benefits. Allowance. This is the fixed amount of money added to your basic salary for transport, medical, housing, and other benefits. All right. At Jollof events, the basic salary is normally 5,000, and the allowance depends on the person. Okay. Some people the allowance is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Me, my allowance is 20,000. All right, and I've explained why my allowance is 20,000, which is huge. This is because I don't receive overtime, although I work almost overtime every day, and I don't have public holiday leaves, all this stuff, blah blah blah. And I am the CEO, man. I'm the CEO. Come on, I'm the CEO, so I can justify that thing. Some people, their allowance, those who receive 6,000 of fixed salary, their allowance is like $1,000 because their basic salary is 5,000, so forth. So fixed salary, what is fixed salary? Fixed salary is the combination of basic salary and allowance. You see, fixed salary, you receive it every month. That is fixed there. You are guaranteed to receive it. Bam, it's there. It's already written down. It's in your contract, okay? Whether you do good job, whether you do bad job, whether, unless you don't show up on certain days, unless we remove your absence leave there, apart from that, you are guaranteed to receive it. Then after fixed salary, certain types of income, monetary benefits is added to your salary. So when you have overtime, or when you are given commission, or when you are given bonus, and certain types of or tips or other stuff as well. Okay, the money you receive for working beyond your standard working period, okay, is called overtime pay. We've already discussed about overtime. We've said that the overtime pay rate is $100, okay, per hour, and it might be increased. Right now, as I'm recording this video, I'm planning to increase the overtime, so that the taxes will not be affecting our overtime pay. What is gross salary? Gross salary. You hear all about this salaries, net salary, gross salary. I think if you follow this, you are going to know what everything means. Okay, basic salary, we now know what is basic salary, we know what is allowance. Basic salary and allowance give you fixed salary. This is the salary that you expect to have every month when you show up every day of the month. You see, so overtime is the additional pay you receive for working overtime. Okay, gross salary, this is the combination of fixed salary, overtime pay, and all other monetary benefits. It's called gross salary. All other monetary benefits that you have from the company is called gross salary. Fixed salary, overtime, bonuses, commissions, tips, like everything you have is called gross salary. This is what GRA is looking at, and they are going to tax you based on your gross salary. Benefits. Okay, benefits, extra allowances including gifts, bonuses, commissions, paid time off, gadgets. Benefits can be two. There are two types of benefits. You have monetary benefits and non-monetary benefits. Monetary benefits, these are like as I said, commissions, bonuses, and others. Like this money given to you, money. All right, but other benefits such as like paid time off, if the company give you paid time, it's not like they are giving you money, but they're just giving you another benefit. Like if the company gives you things like company cars or phones or stuff, it's called company benefits. Okay, if the company provides you with food, lunch, and others, these are all company benefits. All right. Okay, so the company is not obliged to provide benefits beyond your fixed salary. Okay, your fixed salary, overtime, and statutory leaves, unless formally expressed in writing. All right, so the company is not obliged to give you, like, let's say, like lunch to provide you with sugar, or like the company is not obliged to give you how do you call it? The company is not obliged to give you like a casual leave or certain types of things that are not law, that are not by law or in the employee handbook and others, right? Right. So remember, the only things you are expected to have at Jollof event is your fixed salary, overtime, and statutory leaves. Okay, you are not the company unless it is written that you are going to receive commission. The company is not going to give you commission. When the company feel like you deserve commission, the company will give you, but it is not your right. All right. When the company feel like they need to give you bonus, they are going to give you bonus. But don't say that the company is going to give me bonus by force. All right. Unless the company writes that they are going to give you bonus or commission. But apart from your fixed salary, overtime, and statutory leaves, the company, if you work overtime, it is your right to receive overtime. It is your right. All right. So deductions. All these things we have talked about that in the attendance form. Here is just a way to like brush them again. Deduction. Okay, deduction refers to the amount of money subtracted from your gross salary. This includes PAYE, tax, social security contribution, and penalties. All right. Tax. This is the percentage of tax you pay depends on your gross salary. We talk about that. This is called pay as you earn. Okay, the tax deducted from your gross salary each month. This tax is deducted from your salary each month, and it is remitted to the Gambia Revenue Authority, the G and the R and the I. All right. A soft copy of the PAI list will be provided to you by the company, probably in our group chats and other places as well. Okay. Another form of deduction is social security. 5% of your basic salary will be withheld and deposited to your social security account. Remember, social security is like a compulsory bank account that you open wherein you cannot go you can deposit their money, but you cannot withdraw money, and you cannot just go and deposit money. Sorry, just like banks, for example, banks I can go today and deposit money, but here you cannot deposit. Only your employer can deposit for you. Only your employer can deposit for you. And you cannot just go and say, give me my money, social security. You need to retire, like by reaching 45 years of age, or by having like serious illness, or for ladies, if your husband says you are not going to work, then you can go to social security and tell them that my husband says I should not work, so give me my money. So the company is going to give you your money. So all these things are there. All right. So other deduction. So 1/30 of your salary, that is 3.3% of your salary, will be deducted from your fixed salary for each day of abnormal absence. When you have abnormal absence, the company is going to deduct it from your fixed salary. Remember, fixed salary. You are liable for full costs and damages of loss of jollof or third-party properties. Okay, if you break other people's properties while working for the company, okay, we are going to assess the way you break it. Like if you are a driver, if you hit another car, okay, the company is going to assess how you hit the car, what happens, blah blah, XYZ. If you are faulty, okay, the company reserves the right to remove it from your salary. All right, because sometimes you can be reckless, driving recklessly, and all that stuff. Okay, or when the company gives you an asset and you break it, okay, the company is going to remove the cost from your. That's why you should be mindful when dealing with it, because what we don't want is we spend a lot of money in buying these assets. Okay, so that means that if you are holding it, you should treat it, because there is what we call moral hazard in English, like moral hazard. Moral hazard means like, okay, the company gives you its hard-earned assets, and just because of you did not spend any money in acquiring those assets, like you treat it anyhow. The company gives you a company phone like this, and then you don't put protector on it. Like I won't put protector on it. Let me put my protector. Okay, so this is company phone. Okay, this is the CEO phone. All right, so here is the protector. All right, I'm guilty here, but I'm just saying. Okay, when the company gives you an asset, you should hold it as though it is yours. All right, ownership. Remember, we talk about that in Jollof events, in the Jollof events core value. Ownership is part of our core values. All right, you are liable for full cost of damages and loss of Jollof or third-party property. Okay. Net salary. What is net salary? This is the amount of money you receive from your gross salary after all other deductions have been subtracted. It's also called take-home salary. All right. So payment method. How does the company pay you? All right. Okay, we pay salary on a monthly basis through Guaranteed Trust Bank or any other designated bank by the company. All right. So the company right now, we are paying all salaries through GT Bank. That means that if you want to be paid salary, you need to open GT Bank. If at the end of the month you don't have a GT Bank, the company is going to withhold your salary. It's not like we are not going to give you your salary, but we are going to hold it. We are going to keep it safe for you until you pay your salary, until you open another bank, until you open a GT Bank. Okay, because we are banking with GT Bank, and it is easier for us to transfer your funds at the end of the month. Pam 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 pam. All right. You are required to open a bank account at the company's designated bank for salaries. Remember, I've told you, you need to open a GT, even if you don't like GT Bank. Nobody likes GT Bank. No, people like GT Bank. We like GT Bank. That's why we are counting. We are banking with them. But if GT Bank screwed you in the past, I'm afraid you need to go back to them and bank with them so that you can bank with Jollof.